Slowly going one space at a time, breathing in and out as you fill in the spaces with the ink. So I'm switching to 08 just to speed up the filling in process. So this completes your first tile. Now on this second tile that we have traced, so I'll be adding the pattern Muka. So starting anywhere on the tile. This is one of my favorite tangles, which is very organic and it grows in any direction that you take it. You can make the sprouts big or small, giving it different character. Maybe just a little one here. So the in between spaces I shall be filling it with ink. You can either add some orbs or tipple in those spaces, or just auraing the space itself. So I am choosing to add ink just to give it some nice contrast. So looking around the tile, taking your time to see where the ink needs to be filled in. So there you go, I have filled it with ink. So this completes the tangle part of the tile. Now let's move to the shading. So in this technique, the shading is what gives the nice illusion for this technique. So let's begin So you can use your normal HB zentangle pencil or whichever pencil you have handy. So what I'm going to do here is my first style which I've done along the pattern aquaflower, I'll just add graphite just to enhance the pattern. And here in this bales and fife variation, I have just added graphite at all the intersections of the petals. And for the second tile, just on the bulbs of the mocha, adding a little graphite. And now with your stump, you can just smoothen out the graphite using small circular motion. Now, to complete the illusion of one tile placed above the other tile, we'll shade along the borders of the tiles. So you can either use your graphite pencil or your brush pen to do the shading. I'll show you how to use both of them. So along this outer tile, I'll be adding light graphite like this. And then smoothening it out very lightly. And you can use your oven pen again just to lightly retrace this. Notice how I'm using broken line and not one continuous line to retrace the border of the tile. So we'll do the same thing on the first tile also. So going along lightly. So since this area already has dark, I will not retrace there. I'll just go here and now with your brush pen, you can use any shade of gray that you have, and very lightly with the pointed part of the brush, not with much pressure, just lightly going along the edge of the tile. Which gives a nice impression of above and below. You're adding the shadow of the tile of the first top tile onto the bottom tile. Okay. So finally adding your chalk. So this is about the many in one or the multiple tile illusion on a single tile. So I have a couple of examples here that I have done previously, which I'll show you in a minute. So this is something very similar that I did on my pre-strung journal. So notice along this border I have added the brush pen just to give a nice shadow of this tile falling on this, and similarly here. Okay. And then I have this white Zendala tile on which I did the same technique. Here I have used a regular square tile and a bijou tile to give the illusion of multiple layers. And here on a tan tile I have used a bijou tile, a regular square tile and a small round tile to create the impression of multiple tiles. And again here on a Zendala tile I have used just the square regular tiles to create the impression of one tile upon the other. So this is about the many in one or the multiple tile technique. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Do share your creations whenever you post your creation on Facebook or on Instagram. Please tag me so that I am able to see your tiles. Thank you for watching this video.